Mountain Dew review. Mountain Dew Spark. It is raspberry laminated raspberry lemonade flavor with other natural flavors. So there's like two flavors in here. One of them's that, and one of them's that. There's a car with a face on it. So I've been drinking this one. This isn't the first can I've had. This is second. And I'm doing this out of spite. Maybe not necessarily out of spite. That might not be the best way to describe it. I'm doing this because I want to give Mountain Dew a chance. Give the Pepsi Corporation TM a chance. Yet, I am doing this more for my own self because I want to retain faith because they haven't had a good track record lately, let me tell you. Another big gulp. It's actually not that bad. The flavor itself is not bad. It doesn't taste like Mountain Dew, though. It does not taste like Mountain Dew. His recent line of flavors that's been coming out, it tastes an awful lot like Jolly Ranchers. Alright. This right here, it has a raspberry lemonade taste. The best way I can describe it is I don't know the restaurant, but there is a restaurant, or I don't think it's a chain, but there's a restaurant I went to one time where I got the raspberry lemonade from. Sometimes like pizza joints have this. So they give you your raspberry lemonade, right? And then you drink it, and it's good, but it has this weird tangy aftertaste, right? And you're not really sure what to make of it. And it's not necessarily the best thing. It kind of tastes dry, which is weird because it's a drink, but it has that kick of citrus, like the extra kick of citrus that doesn't really it's not refreshing in a traditional sense. Whereas a lot of other fruity flavors have some sort of a sweet aftertaste. This one isn't. This one's a bit more on the bitter leaning side of the spectrum. So when you initially taste it, you taste like lemonade, like just regular ass lemonade. I don't know, your grandma made for you or something. Like I used to have that powder mix one. This one, it starts off like that, and then it turns into the raspberry flavor. But the raspberry flavor has a weird aftertaste. And then everything kind of feels disjointed, I guess. I don't know. I'm not into this flavor. It's a raspberry lemonade with other flavors. I honestly am not a fan of this right now. Let's see if it says. It doesn't matter. It's got high fructose corn syrup. So this is Mountain Dew Spark. I know it's probably been out for a while. That's my hot take on it. They also have Mountain Dew Voodoo, which I have like 20 cans over there. Maybe not 20. What is it? The pack of 24? Shit, I forgot what it is. What exactly the count is. But you know when you get one of those, let's say it's 12 cans. I drank like 2. It tastes the mystery flavor, the Mountain Dew Voodoo. It's cotton candy. It's fucking cotton candy again. I think it was the first year they did it. It was like a candy corn. Literally candy corn was their mystery flavor. And I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. Oh shit, there's a Mountain Dew. Excuse me. Of all fucking flavors, you picked literally the worst candy. So that was a failure. And then they picked cotton candy, which doesn't blend at all. So those were 2 major failures for me. And I don't have another one. They used to have 2 other flavors that came out there in summer. Whatever their 4th of July one is never good, so I never buy it. It's usually just a different version of Voltage, and Voltage is like, it always tastes like Jolly Ranchers or Mountain, like the blue Jolly Rancher except in drink form. And I like the blue Jolly Rancher, but I don't want a drink of it. And then the 2 other ones, one of them wasn't a new flavor. It was Baja Blast, which is objectively, that's like an S tier flavor. That's an S tier flavor. unironically. And then there is the the fruit punch variation. It's like uh, fruit blast or something. It's the orange one. I don't have any cans of it because I drank them all because they were actually good. When I initially got that one, I was like, okay, this is like Baja Blast except like fruit punch, right? But then I was transported back to when I was 8 years old at going to, I'm not gonna say the fast food joint chain because it might just be a thing from my part of the world or part of America. So I'm not I'm not gonna risk doxing myself. But it's essentially like it's like Wendy's tier. Like it's a step above, or maybe it's not even Wendy's tier. Maybe it's like Chick-fil-A tier, where it's like upgraded fast food. That it's not McDonald's, but it's definitely not like actual restaurant food, but it's still pretty darn good. They used to have this fruit punch flavor there, and I used to always drink fruit punch. I don't know, dude. Like I must have been addicted to the high C fruit punch when I was a child. That was my shit, dude. Before I got into the soda, I would just be drinking fruit punch constantly. At least whenever I went out, and then get like those little juice boxes or whatever. I think I got those. But anyways, the point is, like, I was transported back to being 8 years old because that was the same flavor that I would have when I was that age. And it actually was pretty good because, like, the Baja Blast has an interesting, refreshing taste that blends or that lends itself well to eating the certain types of food that it was designed to be drank with, which is Taco Bell core food. What is Taco Bell core? Taco Bell core is like it's stoner food, dude. Like anything with a lot of salt, very high sodium, uh, things, especially stuff with cheese. Cheese things get bonus points. So like you're drinking that, like you got a fucking what like a quesarito box in one hand and like a 16 gallon Baja Blast jug in your other, like you're dual wielding that. You're an unstoppable being of a person just walking around. Just untouchable, no, untouchable existence. Okay, they see you with the Baja Blast and you can't be stopped. But anyways, Mountain Dew Spark, it's all right. I am gonna say maybe like a 3 or 4. Actually, all right is not really a good assessment because I was literally about to just give it a 3 or 4 out of 10, now which is not good. It's not. It's certainly not bad. It's not a complete failure because the first day I drank it, I took a couple sips and I'm like, nah, this sucks. It literally unfinishable, and I didn't finish the first can. This can, however, I think it's fine. It's certainly not the best flavor. It's not even anywhere near like a C tier flavor. But it's certainly better than some of their other failures because they've put out a lot of misses. I think they put out another flavor recently that I've just like removed from my memories, and it's like that's some Kuro Rekishi shit right there. I can't talk. Kuro Rekishi. Mountain Dew, like the mystery flavor, that was garbage, dude. This might be like their worst flavor. Their Fourth of July one is always really bad too. But yeah, this one, it was an interesting experiment. Actually, I remember the other flavor, and it's like it's a couple steps down from that one, but it's a similar design philosophy, let's say. Hi, and welcome to game design school. Oh crap! What's that? GDC. Welcome to GDC. Today I'm Pars. I'm going to be talking about designing Mountain Dew flavors. Today we're going to talk about the Mountain Dew design philosophy. Open up your document pages to page 5. We're going to be looking at the Jolly Rancher theory, which is the creating like the logical extreme of a flavor to the point where it's almost indistinguishable from what it should actually be representing. Holy shit, I can't talk. But the other flavor was the Momo Devi Luke flavor. Deviluke, Momo Vela Deviluke, Momo from To Love Ru. Because I distinctly remember, like I was drinking that soda one day, like in the midst of having like 10 N hentai tabs open of various Momo dojins from To Love Ru. And like I'm just drinking the soda and I'm looking at the dojins and I'm like, you know what? You know what? Like the color of the can, like if you look at it at the right light, it looks exactly like the same color as Momo's hair. And like I took a picture, I'll put it up on screen. I took a picture of it and I'm like, dude, this is Momo. This is a Momo drink. It's Momo juice. So I call it Momo juice. I call it Momo juice. Um, but anyways, that was the one. It was like watermelon flavor or something, and it tasted like watermelon Jolly Rancher. And that was the whole shtick they were going for with that one. And this one sort of reminds me of a similar design philosophy, where like if you take this one, Mountain Dew Spark, and versus regular ass Mountain Dew flavor, there is quite a difference. They're not even really the same soda. The only thing they really have in common is the amount of sugar they have in them. And of course, we're not going to be able to see that because it's dark. But this one, the Spark has 46 grams of sugar, and so does the traditional one. I think that's fairly standard. Some of them have like 1 gram less or 2 grams less, like this one. But this one, this is a drink, right? This is Mountain Dew. Who knows what the original Mountain Dew flavor is? I mean, it's technically like a citrus flavor, but Spark tastes like a completely different drink. It tastes more like, it tastes like an experiment more so than something they really want to bring in into the fold of their product line, I think, which is interesting. It's interesting because it's like a limited run type thing, and I don't think it says it anywhere, but I'm almost certain that this Spark is going to be a limited run. Same thing with like this mystery flavor, which is a limited run since it's only available or was only available around on Halloween. But back what I was saying regarding their design philosophy of these new drinks, that they feel very temporal. They're trying a bunch of new shit. They're probably messing with the like the formula, because a lot of the stuff, like this is the thing with Mountain Dew flavors, is that anything besides the main two, the dynamic duo of the original and Code Red, is going to start to taste significantly different than when you're used to. But I think that's largely to do with the fact that the original flavor, no one fucking knows really what fruit or vegetable it's supposed to represent. So doing any noticeable difference to that, like let's say you take the original Mountain Dew flavor and then you add grape to it. What do you get? You get pitch black. I think pitch dark, pitch black. I think that's the flavor. That's like a top tier flavor. However, it doesn't really taste like Mountain Dew. But what even is Mountain Dew? I think they're having some sort of identity crisis in this current moment, because they were doing stuff with like traditional flavors, putting orange and calling it voltage, putting blue and calling it, putting orange and calling it live wire, putting blue and calling it, or blueberries and calling it voltage. So each one was kind of like a traditional flavor. This is a concoction. This is a holy creation right here that they've put together. And I think that started with like Baja Blast when they started going like ape shit with this stuff. Though most certainly before. Like they had that clear one at some point, and they had some other flavors, gamer juices, like Game Fuel and whatnot. I have no idea what I'm talking about. The point is that the new Spark is a holy creation, and their new design philosophy is going more towards like they're making candy now. Mountain Dew is now candy. This is a candy. You know how like candy nowadays, like you go to the store and you want to go buy a Kit Kat, and you walk into the store and you're like, let me see what kind of Kit Kats they got. And of course they got the normal ones, but then they have stuff with like mint in them, and they have like a Kit Kat that's not even a Kit Kat anymore. It's like like just one big stick or something, and you're like, dude, what the heck? And it's like it has nuts and stuff in it, and then you look over here and there's like a cream one, and like you're like, what even is a Kit Kat anymore? And that's what I'm looking at right here with what's even a Mountain Dew flavor besides just the brand that it's being called. I'm sure something within the formula is, I guess, distinguishing it from other soda brands, but I think there's not really. They could have called the Spark one just like call it Spark, and not call it Mountain Dew, and it probably would have had maybe a bit more success. The only people really buying it are fucking autismos like me who drink Mountain Dew, which is not too many people. You have to go to Walmart to buy that. So I guess there's somewhat of an overlap between, who's buying that and whatever. But like, for example, with Coca-Cola, all Coca-Colas, regardless of the flavor, they have some sort of distinct taste to differentiate them from their peers. Whereas this Mountain Dew, the only thing I really can say that brings these all together is the fact that they have like more than 44 grams of sugar, and they're very sugary sodas. But all soda is sugary. All soda is sugary. I have a Coke can right here. Well, this one has like 38 or 39 grams of sugar. But that's inconsequential. It's inconsequential. The point is that I really don't know. Like, I don't mind the experimentation. It's pretty interesting because sometimes they'll be like, "Oh, we're gonna introduce some crazy, wacky new flavor, dude," and I'm like, "Oh shit, time to go buy some." And then I go buy it and I drink it and I'm like, it's shit. Actually, you know what? During the holidays, they had like a ginger flavor, which was just the original with ginger in it, and they put like a gingerbread dude on it, and it was good. It was actually good, and I hate ginger. It was pretty decent. But anyways, Mountain Dew Spark. I'd say it's like, I don't think it's a 4 out of 10. No, I think it's like a strong 3. A strong 3 is very fair, I'd say. Well, not fair, that's a somewhat critical assessment of it. It's not that bad, but I certainly am not going to buy it again. That's the point.